Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather. I'm Joe Ellison.
I'm Tiffany Lee. We have an update on an investigation in Oklahoma. Police will continue in hopes of uncovering answers in the disappearance and death of Harmony Jacks. Her body was found inside of her car in a wooded area on Friday.
That car not far from her home. Arcoma police say the early investigations suggest her car veered off the road somehow, plummeted down the hill and crashed into a tree. Police and family searched for Jacks for 6 days before she was found.
It's heartbreaking to know that it was just right here in the hometown where she was at for those 2 years, and it's just, all I know that she was a good person and she's good with Jasper and everything.
Investigators are searching her car for more evidence. Police say they will likely have results from the medical examiner's office soon. Well, we're all affected by the heat dome.
And local animal sanctuaries and shelters say they're doing everything they can to protect pets from these scorching temperatures. Shelters say they've had to answer many heat calls, like pets being left in vehicles. But recently, our area's animal organizations are experiencing also criticism about their shelter's heat.
Linda DeBerry with Best Friends Animal Society says that shelters sometimes struggle because of overcrowding or small budgets. But she says that our local shelters are doing what they can.
Shelters will get really creative about how to do that. They'll put big pieces of cardboard up on top of the kennels in the areas where the sun is coming through, or prop something up along the side to break the sun coming into the kennels. It takes everything we can think of to make the animals as comfortable as possible.
Well, she says that our area shelters are under a big load, being swamped from the Fourth and Mace tornadoes. She says if you want to help, you should adopt, foster, volunteer, or donate to your local organizations.
Speaking of the summer heat, those hot temperatures are expected to continue today.
Yeah, let's check in with Bella for a look at today's weather.
We are absolutely feeling the heat today. This afternoon, we're looking at high temperatures in the upper 90s, if not the hundreds. In spots, you can see Fort Smith and Poto sitting around 100 degrees this afternoon. A few 99s sitting in Sallisaw and Clarksville, Bentonville right around 96. We are going to be feeling a lot hotter than this as we get into the afternoon, adding in the humidity that we're feeling. This is what it's looking like. Our heat indexes closer to 105 to 109 in spots. This is around 5 p.m. this afternoon. We have a heat advisory out for all of 5 country because of these aggressive high temperatures. We're feeling very, very hot, but we will have a few little wind gusts come in, hopefully move some things around for us, help to circulate the air a little bit, make it a little more bearable. It's not until later this week, around the middle of the week, that we'll see a cold front come down, bring in some showers, mostly Wednesday into Thursday. That will help to drop our temperatures quite a bit. You can see that moving through before a high pops up over the Midwest. That's going to help to keep temperatures nice and cool for the end of the week, but we have a few hot days until we get there today and tomorrow, staying with these very, very warm temperatures.
All right, thank you so much for that, Bella. Well, a new local program that helps in the recovery of trafficked children is now up and running.
5 News anchor Darren Bobb tells us the primary goal at the Caleb House is to help these children overcome the trauma of sex trafficking.
Take children in from those horrible situations and bring them into a loving, home-like environment.
Sarah Williams with Caleb House says their approach to helping children recover all starts with comforting the child.
They're going to be with house parents. They're not going to just be in a room by themselves alone or anything like that. They will be in a family-like environment that is healthy for them.
The next step is allowing the child to release their anger.
We also provide them with the opportunity to have like jujitsu instructions. So to help with that anger and aggression and, how to properly channel the anger for what you've been through.
Then it's on to spiritual therapy.
We show them the love of God. We pour into them, read the Bible with them and everything else, and to show them that God loves them.
Caleb House has offices in Spiro, Oklahoma, and you might be wondering why we don't show or tell you where the actual house is. Williams says there is a reason for that.
Bad people want to continue doing bad things. Most of the time, abusers who are abusing or trafficking children, they're getting money for this. And so when these people get the children taken away, they typically want those children back. And again, we do work with the judicial system to get them behind bars, but we don't share the location because we want those children safe.
Williams says it's all about breaking the cycle of these kids becoming traffickers themselves.
There has to be that recovery and restoration as well, too, because people who are trafficked tend to then abuse up to 82 more victims. And so if we have someone who's trafficked and they get out, but they're not restored, then they potentially have 82 more victims that they're lining up.
She says another major goal is to be nationwide.
We're going to continue building Caleb House campuses all over the country until we have enough houses to basically house everybody that we possibly can.
Covering news where you live, I'm Darren Bobb, 5 News.
Well, Caleb House runs strictly on donations and fundraisers.
If you'd like to help them, we have a link at 5newsonline.com. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday for the latest news and weather where you live.
Catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more.